Muy buenas, gente, ¿qué tal estáis? Bienvenidos de vuelta al canal, bienvenidos a otro capítulo más de Tales of Zestiria. Estamos aquí en Lefei, en la prueba del agua, hemos derrotado a Asura. Y ahora nos dirigimos a... Vamos al principio. A hablar con Altol. Vale, pero ¿por qué me marca aquí? Ah, no, me marca aquí, vale. Nada. Ah, pero tenemos que bajar. Tenemos que volver al principio. A ver, que me ponga bien. En la sillita, incomodito. Y a disfrutar de estos 40-50 minutos, una hora que tengo aquí con vosotros. ¡Hostia, de puta madre! Ahora sé que quiero que me pille. Claro. Oye, pues no había caído, No había caído, te lo juro.
Much appreciated.
Are you who we think you are?
It is as you suspect. I am the seraph who guided Azura to the way of the shepherd and used him as a vessel.
You stole his sword?
I did.
This is something special.
You can tell with one look.
This sword is made from a rare metal called mithril. It truly does have enough power to cleave the world.
Is that why you stole it and hid it?
Yes. I was probably the one he wanted to slay most of all. But I had no choice. He was pure to the core. And it was that shining purity that tore him apart with worry. And eventually, cost him his very soul.
That's why he made that sword. To cut down anything that would be corrupted by malevolence.
But I have no qualms about giving this sword to you. If you can learn to use it, it might aid you even more than the spiritual powers.
I'll pass. I already got a sword anyways.
Well said.
So you passed the trial of the spirit as well.
If you don't need it, I'll take it off your hands.
Ostras.
We were meant for each other. My blade and I shall cleave the world.
Maltran?
Maltran.
Saray, look closely. No way. She's...
A Hellion!
I apologize for ignoring you back then, Seraphim.
So you really could see us.
What do you intend with the sword?
Esta era la maestra de...
Just as Azura wished.
O mentora, ¿no? De Alisha, ¿no?
I should be asking you. Why don't you understand how Azura felt? Were we to erase this corrupted, chaotic world and all the humans in it, would that not rid us of malevolence once and for all? That is the clean, elegant logic of my master, the Lord of Calamity.
You're siding with him?
If Alisha knew about this...
How sad she'd be. Boo-hoo.
You've been using Alisha this whole time.
Ironically enough, to start a war, it is most effective to take a starry-eyed pacifist and get them all riled up over something. But now, everything is lined up for an all-out collision between Highland and Rollins. Our sad princess has outlived her usefulness!
This can't be...
Well, this is a fine pickle, isn't it? For a shepherd, I suppose reality is a far crueler trial than anything we could come up with.
Mikleo, Saray seems off lately.
I think he's worried about Alisha. I wish it were as simple as telling him to stop.
True. I'm not sure there's anything we can do.
Bueno, vámonos. Vamos a ver a Alisha, gente. Ya tenemos la prueba del
I'm worried
agua.
about Alisha too, Saray. But she'll be fine.
I agree. In any case, we have the spiritual power.
And Maltran is connected to the Lord of Calamity. If we stay focused on our goal, I'm sure we'll find a solution.
Right.
Mira, ese es el bicho que iba buscando yo. Creo. O es uno normal ese.
What else would it mean?
Right, silly me.
A ver, es que no sé si es uno normal. A ver, ¿es uno normal este? No, este no es normal. Este era uno chungo. Haití. Nivel 20, sí. Este es el que me mató también de una. Me hizo un one-shot. Ah, no le quito nada, Hostia, no le quito nada con... Vamos a ver si conseguimos... Ahora. Bueno, qué débil a la tierra, tío, por Dios. Buah, te lo cargas de 2. De daño físico nada, no le hace nada, pero la tierra se lo ha comido. Se la ha comido la tierra, tío. Vale, necesitamos viajar rápido, si eso, ¿no? Bueno, tampoco estamos lejos de Lady Lake, ¿no? Sinceramente. Bueno, a ver, una pateadita. La verdadera identidad de Maltran.
How could Maltran do this?
There are Hellions in the Roland's imperial family. It isn't all that strange to imagine Hellions amongst the Knights of Highland as well.
A hero in war is a Hellion in life, goes the theory. I guess we have more evidence for that now.
But who would agree with the thoughts of the Lord of Calamity?
It isn't really as strange as you make it sound. Azura himself was a shepherd, as you know.
And he thought the same way.
In order to save the people and to begin anew, he would destroy everything. It's a pitfall that can trap all humans who let malevolence get the best of them.
Yes.
How am I gonna break it to Alisha?
Does she really need to know?
It might be worse for her not to find out at this point.
But Maltran said she no longer had any use for Alisha.
I suppose we ought to believe her. It wouldn't make sense for her to reveal her true self to us otherwise.
Seems to me the biggest issue is she'd been Alisha's rock through all this chaos, right?
Good point. If Alisha finds that out, not only has she lost her one pillar of support, but that pillar's been using her the entire time. She could fall apart.
That might be exactly what Maltran wants.
She's probably thinking she can get the war rolling for good by crushing Alisha's spirit.
What should I do?
Lady Lake. Sí, ¿no? Lo tenemos dentro directamente, ¿no? La posada esta. Mismamente. A ver si me acuerdo dónde estaba la casa de esta. Fuera del acueducto. Distrito de los Nobles, ¿no? A ver, hay algo por aquí. A ver, aquí detrás hay algo. Un fantasma en la aldea abandonada de Kailf. Eso es lo que dicen los mercaderes. Si no recuerdo mal, un grupo de bandidos arrasó esa aldea del noroeste hace unos cuantos años. Con los bandidos aún se pueden hacer algo, pero los fantasmas, eso es otra historia.
Ghost. Could it be a seraph?
It does make you wonder. Perhaps the one who witnessed it had high resonance.
You! Give up! We caught you red-handed!
Darn!
That voice!
It's a Hellion!
Purify him.
Yeah.
You need something, oh great shepherd?
Is it alright if I deal with this boy?
I'm afraid not. The only way to apprehend pickpockets is to catch them in the act.
But he's...
If you do the crime, you do the time. No matter how old you are.
This kid just wasn't ready for real-world consequences.
Hey, mister! Why don't you let Saray have a talk with him before you take him away? Just a word from the shepherd might steer the kid toward the right path in life, better than any time in detention.
That would be pointless.
Come on, it won't do any harm. What, you got some problem with Saray talking to this boy?
I never said that. It would simply be a waste of time.
You said this kid wasn't prepared to deal with the real-world consequences of his crimes. Are you prepared, mister?
What?
I'm part of a merchant crew that travels all over the world. You think I don't know why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
I see. How much do you want?
Don't put me on your level. We Sparrow Feathers value our customers' trust. Saray, we're taking this guy to jail too.
Like hell you are, you lying brat!
You will not lay a finger on her.
Shepherd!
Oh hey, stop! Wait! Saray!
Go after him.
Okay.
If it ain't one thing.
Saray, I'll go after them as well.
Venga,
Please
a ver.
purify that boy.
Shepherd or not, I won't let you obstruct my duties! Guard, leave him alone! Even we can tell something about you stinks!
Yeah, what kind of guard are you?
You think we don't know what you're up to when our backs are turned? You dirty crook!
I think we're good here. Let's go after Rose.
Yeah, you're right.
We're
Bien.
heading after Rose, right?
Pues sí, porque no quiero separar el grupo. Así que toca dar la vuelta. ¿Y dónde está ahora? Vale, está marcado.
Phew! You made it.
Is it over?
Maybe.
If it really bugs you that much, why don't you check up on it?
Well, how would we do that?
Let him lead us home.
Oh, so he wanders and we tail him.
That could work.
All right then. Saray, Rose, you guys hide. I'll go wake him up.
Looks like they've made their decision. Are you okay with this, Lailah?
Well, as long as we only follow him.
Now!
Yeah!
¿Serio?
Don't you think he'll stop pickpocketing now? We purified him after all.
Not so sure about that. I've heard word of pickpocket gangs.
Oh, really?
We need to find out whether he was doing it on his own or with a group.
Vale.
What did you mean by you knew why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
The enforcers let him off a lot of the time in exchange for part of the takings. Then, when the guards need to hit their quotas, they round him up anyway. That's probably what that was about.
No way.
Bueno, ya llegaremos un día de estos. Estamos aquí en el barrio de los nobles. Total, tenemos que venir por aquí, o sea que...
Look, he's going in.
A noble's manor?
It's clearly not his house.
I'm guessing a pickpocket gang then.
And so this must be their base.
Something tells me he's not gonna quit stealing.
Well, crap. Come on, we're not done yet.
Rose, it's unfortunate, but I'm not sure we should...
Lailah means that this is just a problem of human society.
Right. It might not be something a shepherd should get involved in.
Sorry. If he's doing it by himself, I'd be okay letting him deal with the consequences. But if there's a gang forcing him to steal, it's a completely different story. I gotta check to make sure.
Yeah, I thought so.
I understand. Let's go check it out just in case.
You sure?
But no more than that. Understood? Saray, Rose. Even if you don't intend them to, the powers of the shepherd and the squire can greatly influence human society and the spirits of men. Please don't forget that.
All right.
We'll just watch and see who goes in and out.
Vale.
Bored.
Me parece buena idea. Me aburro.
Who knew that we wouldn't see
seguro.
anything for days on end?
You all can go back to the inn. I'm staying here.
It's okay.
Shh. Someone's coming out.
Son todos niños.
It's a bunch of little kids.
Those kids. You think maybe they're not being forced to pickpocket?
We've come this far. Let's see this thing through.
Dezel?
You go follow those brats. I'll go check out the building.
Thanks.
Oh boy.
Vale.
Don't go for anything big, got it? Only money and jewelry and stuff.
Are they gonna have anything like that?
That shepherd guy did something, and now there's lots more people donating stuff to the sanctuary.
Van a santuario a robar.
That sounds fun. Priests won't be mean to kids, and if there's any real problems, we can always start crying.
¿Malditos? ¿Qué
I'm good at
malditos?
that.
Hey, is this really okay?
It's okay if you're us and not them.
Is this what kids are like these days?
Dangerous times.
Those kids barely have any malevolence at all.
Children and their brutal honesty
Son
can be
inocentes.
even crueler than corrupted adults, as you've seen.
La inocencia de ser un niño, ¿no? ¡Hey! ¿Dónde están? Vale.
Hey,
Oh, Dezel. How was it?
the building was completely empty. Those scamps are probably just camping out there.
So then, those kids are acting on their own. I think that went pretty well.
Vale, ya estamos aquí.
All right, it's snatching time.
Now that we know the score, do we want to report them to the guards and end this whole thing?
Habla con ellos.
After all, they're not Hellions.
No.
We have to say something.
You're right.
Hey, you all! Stop with your thieving!
Darn it! What do you want? Look, I never did nothing.
We know all about what you're up to. Fooling the priests into thinking you're helpless orphans and then robbing them blind. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh yeah? You got any proof?
This here is the shepherd. His word is good enough.
That's perjury! False witness!
Princess Alisha and the people of Lady Lake all trust Saray. Because he's been living an honest life. How about you? Will anyone trust your word? Give it up, kid.
What else can we do? The adults all abandoned us. If we want to survive, stealing's our only choice.
Rose, maybe we ought to...
Come on, Saray. Let's bring them to the guards.
But to think children their age could conceive of such wretched duplicity.
And the other children?
They were all caught by the guards and hauled away.
Hay una esfera iris ahí, tío.
Those who commit crimes must be punished, even if they are children. It's the way the world works. But it still pains the heart.
Yeah.
Vale, pues ya estaría, ¿no? ¿O no? Aquí está el señor de la tierra. Oh, hostia, no tengo la llave. ¿Cuándo anotarán la llave dorada, tío? Joder, tío. Y yo, como siempre, intento abrirlo, soy gilipollas.
Hey, isn't this an Earth in Historia?
Oh, that was a donation from someone in the city. It looks rather rare and precious, so we've been unsure whether we should sell it.
Nice! Good call, Mr. Priestman.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
Father Brunor, we're actually collecting these.
You think we could have this? We'd pay for it, of course.
No, please, that's not necessary. If it's something the shepherd needs on his quest,
bueno,
by all means,
creía.
please take it. I'm sure the donor would be overjoyed to know that their gift had been some help to the shepherd.
Thank you, Father Brunor.
Vale, dale caña. Gama iris morada Ek. Muchos pastores se reúnen en el santuario de Mautelus. Celebran el nombramiento del nuevo pastor. De un nuevo pastor. ¿Esa es la espada de antes, tío?
Was that a marriage ceremony? And there were a whole bunch of shepherds there too.
It looked like it took place at the Shrine Church in Pendrago. And that was Mautelus's crest.
Was his Prime Lord Mautelus?
Please excuse me for a moment.
Uh-oh, she took off. Almost like you were picking on her.
We didn't mean for her to leave.
I know.
Well, judging from circumstantial evidence, I'd say there's a major chance that Mautelus is mixed up in this somehow.
Yeah. For that many shepherds to exist at once, you'd need a power on par with the 5 lords.
Yeah. But let's leave the speculation at that for now.
So long as we're gabbing about it, Lailah's stuck in there.
Oops. Sorry, I forgot.
Vale, pues ya estaría. A este le queda solo 22 puntos para subir de nivel a este. Estas botellas negras, ¿qué son? Los enemigos aparecerán sin cesar hasta que vuelvas a quedarte en una posada o huyas de un combate. Esto es para coger nivel, gente. Yo no quiero esto para nada. Detección de infernal. Aparecerán símbolos en tu mapa de navegación para indicar la ubicación de infernales. Vale. Bueno, vamos a ver ya entonces a Alisha. Que voy a visitar a Alisha. Pues vayamos entonces a casa de Alisha. Al final tú decides si eso también va por el problema de maltrato. Vale, falta hacer lo de Maybe, que no podemos pasar, nada, pues ya está. Vamos a ver lo de Alisha. Y ya seguimos con la principal.
Thanks, everyone. I needed that.
You're okay with how it worked out?
It's better than ignoring it and spending the rest of your life wondering.
Yeah.
Highland is moving closer to war day by day. No one will listen to me, no matter what I do.
Because you've been digging a hole, girl. You're stubborn as a mule, but even so.
I won't give up. The strength of a knight exists to protect, and their kindness serves the people.
You never change.
Saray, how are the ruins in Lake Haven Heights?
Well, you know, I did obtain the spiritual powers.
Wonderful. Though it's a shame, you just missed meeting my master.
Alisha, I needed to tell you about...
Maltran taught me the way of the spear at a young age. When I train with my master, I feel so invigorated. I don't enjoy all the scratches I get, but it's only because I lack experience.
What kind of person is she?
Well, she's kind of like a mother to me, but she doesn't like me saying that, says she's too young. But she taught me martial arts and the way of the knighthood when my mother died. I was only 7. I owe her much.
Alisha...
Though I fear I rely on her a bit too much.
That's not true.
I'll try to convince the chancellors. I do everything I can.
Vale. Aquí había un cofre. Ah, es dorado. No voy a abrirlo. No voy a intentar abrirlo. Guardado.
Are you sure you don't want to tell Alisha the truth about me?
Well, at least you have a sparkling personality.
You really are a pillar of support for her, you know?
That's it? You decided not to tell her just because of that? You're weak, as both a knight and a shepherd.
She's of no use to you now, right? Why don't you just leave her alone?
I'm interested, that's all. Of what will become of the foolish princess, who would needlessly turn herself into a martyr for her country.
I know Alisha will see it through.
Do you really think so? You really don't, do you? After all, you don't even think she has the strength to withstand the truth about me.
Shut up! As long as we take care of it before she knows, everything will be just fine.
No need to rush. The tables will turn soon enough. All is according to his plan.
Bueno, esto es un sinsentido porque se tendrían que ocupar de ella, pero bueno. Así ha quedado la cosa. Espero que Alisha ya no sea sospechosa de traición. Supongo que está bien, prometieron dejarla en paz si los ayudabas con la guerra y bueno, no pueden negar que hayas ayudado. Pero si aún te preocupa, ¿por qué no nos pasamos por la mansión de Alisha y nos enteramos? Vale. Esto se ha reactivado entonces, ¿no? La misión. Se había quitado, ¿no? Pero ¿cómo hago entonces? Alisha siempre suele estar por aquí. No puedo entrar, o sea que... No está marcado en el mapa, o sea que... Palacio de Rentador.
we not able to tell Alisha the truth about Maltran?
Vale, solamente había que
Because we
avanzar.
can't actually believe in Alisha, even when we really want to?
She's just trying to provoke you.
Let's keep it a secret.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I agree. It appears harming Alisha is not part of her grand plan anyways.
Then I have no objections.
Rose, you agree too, right?
You sure told her off.
Saray looked like he was done with her, so I just took it from there after she started talking smack.
To be honest, I'm scared to tell Alisha the truth about her master.
Alisha really trusts Maltran, more than any one of us can imagine.
Do whatever you want. But if you do face off with her,
vale, pero esto en un futuro nos puede acarrear problemas. Porque se podría poner de parte de Maltran, Alisha.
So serious. It'll be fine.
Ya lo veréis, ya lo veréis. Yo no sé nada del juego, de la historia. Pero ya veréis, por no contárselo, ya veréis como en un futuro esta tía va a ser uno de los bosses finales o algo. Y va a usar a Alisha en su favor. Ya lo veréis. A ver, voy a volver ahora. No puedo entrar a su casa, tío. Vale, pues nada, vámonos. Vale, vámonos. Qué bonita esta parte, Vale, vamos a viajar a... pues no sé, a por otra prueba. Que creo que el otro día investigué un poco. Y vamos a ir... aquí. A ver. Al pasto de Perlots. Creo que es este. Sí, aquí es donde tenemos que ir a investigar lo del camelot este. Vale, aquí. Vale, pues aquí había un sitio que no podíamos pasar porque no nos dejaban. Habían unos guardias, gente. ¿Vale? De todas maneras voy a dar la vuelta a ver si el puente sigue malicioso. Sí, vale, hasta luego. Porque Maybin estaba por ahí. Vale, entonces quiero ir aquí, a ruinas de Gaferis, ¿puede ser? No. Espérate, ¿dónde estaba esto? Ah, estaba abajo. Bueno, vamos andando. Ese dorado, ¿no? Qué putada, tío. ¿Cuándo notarás la llave dorada, tío? Vale, vamos a tener que girar, ¿eh? Por aquí arriba, creo. ¿Por aquí? Sí. Y luego giramos. Por aquí. ¿Nos pillará? No nos deja, tío. Vamos a pillar, ¡ay! Creo que era aquí. Que no podíamos pasar a esta zona. Aunque no estoy seguro si esta es la zona que digo yo. Bueno, está claro que aquí no hemos estado. Y hay una zona totalmente nueva.
Found it. Totally found it.
Y para guardar y todo. ¿Dónde vamos? Foto de caza de Alfred. Creo que sí, puede ser que sea por aquí, la zona nueva, ¿no? Claro. Vale, todo esto es nuevo, gente. Hay un comerciante aquí también. A ver. Vale, el anillo de agua este no lo estoy usando, pero... Botas de florita, sí. Zapatos con clavos. Zapatos de comando. Y ya estaría. A ver qué tienes por ahí. Vamos a comprar una botella de la vida. Tengo un poquitas. Bueno, geles más o menos. Vamos. Tirar con este. Y luego tenemos calcita, feldespato. Yo creo que esto ahora mismo no nos hace falta. ¿La lanza me la venden ahora? Sí, ¿qué se va a unir Alisha al grupo? Porque por aquí no podíamos pasar antes, Y Alisha ya no está con nosotros. Anillo animal. Anillo comenta el daño infligido a infernales bestias y reduce el daño recibido de ellos. Hostias, ¿este lo tenía alguien? Y nosotros, tío. Pues vamos a mejorarlo, ¿no? Vale. Me vale. Pulpus. Hey, Pulpus.
Its entire body is like its weapon. Dang.
That was pretty good, Shorty.
Being big is for losers. Big losers.
Me pensaba que iba a pegar una leche, la he hecho enana. Digo, hostia, este de la carga. Vale, por ahí no podremos pasar entonces, ¿no? Esto es como... Vale. Una corriente de arena. Tengo una torre ahí al fondo. ¿Y dónde está el camino, tío? Ah, por aquí. Eso es un infernal, ¿no? Por cierto, nos habían dicho que se veían los infernales en el mapa, pero a lo mejor será en el mapa de la otra zona, ¿no? Un bizcocho. Vale. Vale, voy a grabar porque este bicho es un... Creo que es un infernal, ¿no? Ah, no es infernal. Son jabalíes salvajes, ya está. Olvidado bien.
Untamed, vicious boars become hellions like this.
Watch out! Its charge attack will bore you to death. You'd been waiting to say that.
Son duros, ¿eh? ¿Ha hecho viento o agua? Viento. Bien, tío, hemos subido nivel y todo. Guay. Nivel ya 33. Un normie por aquí. Slow. Vamos a poner el anillo ese nuevo. Aquí. Capacidad de ralentizar. Vale, 10%. Aquí hay un anillo de plata. Digo, un cofre de plata, perdón. Seleccionadora sombría. Una espada corta con poder defensiva mejoradas a corto alcance. A ver. ¿Dónde está? Si solo uso yo la espada, ¿no? Ah, no, es una daga, tío. Ah, pues le viene de puta madre. Me baja un poquito el arte, ¿eh? Bueno, ganamos defensa. Vale, pues la cambio por la anfíbol. La anfíbol la fusionamos, ¿no? Sí, me parece bien. Ahí arriba hay para guardar. Ahí en medio. Hay una entrada a una caverna, cueva o lo que sea eso. Pasos ligeros. A lo mejor tiene pinta de ser la prueba eso, ¿no? ¿O qué? De algo. ¿Quién hay aquí, tío? ¿Qué hacen estos aquí, tío? ¿Tomando el fresco? No sé quién eres, pero déjanos en paz, ¿vale? De lo contrario te prometo que aprenderás por las malas. No te conviene conocer el poder de sus artes seráficas. Perdimos la esperanza en este mundo hace 500 años. No tenemos interés de lo que acontezca. Ni bendiciones ni señor de las gracias, nada. Lo único que deseo es vivir en paz con ella, los dos a solas en este lugar. Vale, os dejamos aquí tranquilamente. Vale, aquí una entrada a una cueva y aquí también. Mira, aquí hay una prueba de algo. Estas son de estas individuales, gente. Una malicia minosa se reunió por aquí. Solo puede entrar Rose. La de Lailah casi la consigo. Lo que pasa es que pegaba muy poco Lailah. Rose sí que pega, tío. Podríamos intentarla. Zapatos de resistencia. Mierda. Ataque físico.
Her main attack involves extending her nails.
The front should defend and attack when it can. Its arts are powerful as well.
¿Por qué se ha armatizado, tío? Dios, un flambeado hecho ahí. Madre mía, cuidado que viene este. Vale, voy a poner un buff antes de entrar, ¿no? Objetos. Un helado de chocolate. Defensa con arte. Concentración. Ataque. Un polo. Vamos a probarla. Vamos a ver qué tal. ¿Quieres tirar la arte mística, coño? No la tira, tío, joder. Bueno, me mata, me mato. Ah, tío. Ay, señor. No. Cago en Dios, tío. Pues nada, gente, me voy de aquí. Me han matado. Lo veréis editado. Un cuarto de hora. Aquí hay, esas pruebas hay que llegar con mucho nivel porque tienes que hacerlo solo, tío. Vale, Morgaus, santuario prueba de la tierra. Mira, esta es la prueba.
Here it comes.
What is it, Edna?
It's my turn now, right? Oh boy, I am so excited for this. Wow. Wow.
Vale, vale. Tranquila, ¿eh? No te emociones mucho. Hostia. Cuidadito, ¿eh?
Well, that was unexpected.
Oh no. That must be the Minotauros.
Minotauros.
That's right. And with him standing guard there, we're all in a real bind.
The Shepherd Pawan?
Lady Lailah. You're as lovely as ever.
And you're as creepy as ever.
This seraph was also once a shepherd?
That's right. Depending on how you die, you can transcend your own race. Strange world we live in.
Strange world, sure, but we'll never get to the altar with that thing in the way.
Huh?
You're here for the shepherd's power, right? You're gonna take the trial, right? Right?
Well,
So she's not the shepherd, then?
Are you sure this creeper used to be a shepherd?
Grading though he may be, the Shepherd Pawan is renowned amongst all the Seraphim for having quelled over 10,000 Hellions.
Ole.
Seriously? You mean this dirtbag?
Hey, mister. Edna's so lonely. She could use a big hug.
Well, aren't you a precious little thing? Your name is Edna?
Oh, please, mister. Edna's so cold.
Oh, but there's a trial, you see. We need to get to the altar and...
Useless.
Huh?
Is that all you can think about? The trial?
I mean, the shepherd is here for the trial, and...
So you can't get to your altar with that oversized steak face in the way, and so you want me to do something about it. Is that it?
Well, more precisely...
Wait!
Edna! It's too dangerous!
scram. Get out of my face. Now we just walk to the altar?
Actually, the trial is to quell the Minotauros.
Huh?
But it ran off somewhere.
Turns out it was a scaredy bull.
I imagine it'll turn tail at the first sign of us now.
Right. Well, why didn't you say so? You stupid or something?
I'm sorry.
Well, fine. Whatever. You just go on ahead to the altar. We'll track down that bull hellion and quell it.
Okay.
Alright, let's get this show on the road.
Edna, you're actually disappointed, aren't you?
Let's get this show on the road.
Qué musicotes, tío. Qué banda sonora más guapa que tiene este juego, tío. Vale, quiero ver dónde hay algo para guardar. No veo nada, o sea... O nada, guardo aquí. El manual y ya está. Lo voy a dejar aquí, ¿vale? Voy a quitar la parte que he intentado con Rose, las pruebas esas individuales, gente. De luminosis, o luminosas, o como se llame. Malicia luminosa, esa, como se llame. Que como hemos perdido, pues ¿para qué lo voy a dejar, gente? ¿Para qué? Lo edito y ya está, lo quito. Pues nada, mañana intentamos la prueba de la Tierra. Espero que hayáis pasado un buen ratito y yo me despido ya, un besazo y hasta mañana. Saludos, chao, chao.